Opposites don't attract. Why is this true? Well, in physics, it is true that polar opposites tend to attract. But when it comes to people, defining opposites is not so concrete. So, what I'm going to illustrate is why the complexity of two individuals is not like the poles that we think of that actually do have magnetism. People being opposite is an abstract concept. Even people being similar is kind of abstract, but it's much more easy to identify. For instance, you could say that Catholics and Lutherans are opposite because Lutherans were opposed to Catholics and they're an offshoot from that religion, and they were regarded as heretics by the Catholics for a long time. You could classify them as enemies or opposites. But Catholicism and Hinduism vary much more than Catholicism and Lutheranism. So, by the definition of opposites attracting, or by the metric of that myth, Catholics and Hindus should be very compatible compared to Catholics and Lutherans, who you could say are very similar. The same dogma, and much of the same traditions, and they share the saints and the same holidays. Hinduism's totally different. Now, why wouldn't opposites attract when it comes to something as different as a Catholic and a Hindu person? Well, it's because people do look for some similarities, and we're kind of ruled by our geography as well. So you're much more likely to have a successful mate that is similar to you in the abstract concept that we have of similar, as opposed to opposite, so to speak, which is hard to define and unlikely to produce a successful relationship. Thank you.